If you're currently out in the market looking for a scheduling platform, but you're already paying for Microsoft 365, and you have included Microsoft Teams as part of your plan, you're already sitting on a powerful scheduling application that you may not even know that it's there. And this application is called Microsoft Teams Shift. This application can replace other expensive scheduling platforms at no extra cost. So if you're looking for a solution to create schedules for your staff or to help you with on-call rotations, look no further because this might be the solution that you're looking for. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Automation Desk YouTube channel. My name is Will with Low Code Systems, where we help businesses like yours grow by removing those annoying bottlenecks through automations, integrations, apps, and IT services. And in today's video, we're diving into Microsoft's Teams Shift, what it is, who it is for, and how to use it to manage your employees' schedules right inside Teams. If you're already using Microsoft 365 for collaboration, email, device management, identity, or security, then this video is especially for you because Shifts fits right into the tools your team already works in every day. And if you're a business owner, operational leader, HR manager, or IT manager looking to streamline workforce, scheduling, or on-call coverage for your team, this video will help you decide whether you can eliminate a separate scheduling subscription and bring everything into Microsoft 365, which you're already paying for, by the way. So here's what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be talking about what Microsoft Teams Shifts is, the real business use cases that this can be used in, key limitations, workarounds, and step-by-step walkthroughs so you can start using it immediately. By the end of this video, you'll know whether Teams Shift application can replace your current tool or not, and how to implement it. I'm also going to be adding timestamps to the video in case you want to jump into the demo, then you can do so. But without any further ado, let's get started. Now let's go ahead and talk about some real business use cases where the Teams Shifts can come into play, as well as some limitations. The first one is going to be the retail and restaurant space. In here, Teams Shifts can help you create open, assign shifts, handle swaps, and it also has a mobile application. So if your team has Teams in their phone, they can get alerts of teams being swapped, teams being put into the open for them to grab. They can also give up shifts from their mobile application. The next one is going to be for field technicians. Here you can assign routes, update schedules instantly, and notify it via Teams mobile. Then we have healthcare. Here you can manage nurses, doctor rotations, compliance, and shift requests. As well in the customer support space. Here you can manage coverage. For example, if you have an IT team and you need an on-call calendar, then this can help you with the on-call rotations. It can push reminders in Teams and as well as an email by using some automation with Power Automate, which we're going to talk about later. So whether you're managing frontline workers, technical teams, Shifts can centralize scheduling and communication at the same place your team already works in, which is pretty cool. Now it's time to talk about a few limitations to Microsoft Teams Shifts. These are not deal breakers, but I need you to be aware of them. And we're going to be starting off with licensing. This is included in most Microsoft 365 paid plans, but not in the free tier of Teams. When it comes to auto scheduling, there's no automatic scheduling out of the box. For payroll integrations, for the time tracking part of it, it doesn't automatically connect to a payroll platform. And for reporting, it does have basic reporting, but no deep workforce analytics. And there's one schedule per team. So each team gets one schedule board at a time. Like I mentioned, these are not deal breakers, but just things for you to know. But there are some workarounds, lucky for you. For the no auto schedule, you can use Power Automate to auto rotate your staff. So you can create different flows using Power Automate to create the schedules, to send communications out through email or through Teams. And you can run these flows bi-weekly depending on when you create your schedules. And it can also detect changes in the schedule and it can send out a notification. Now for payroll reports, you can export it to an Excel or push it to Bamboo HR. We can do this using Power Automate. And for basic reports, you can send shift data to Power BI for dashboards for leadership to be able to see, or whoever needs to see the dashboard. So you can create different analytics using Power BI. It may be using SharePoint as the backend to store some information. For the one schedule per team, you can create multiple teams, and I'm going to be showing that shortly, that you can create schedules for. So even though that they have some limitations, there's some workarounds that you can do by using Power Automate, which is really powerful if you're in the Microsoft ecosystem. You can even send daily shift reminders, automatically rotate the on-call engineering schedules or support, like I mentioned, and trigger coverage alerts through Outlook or Teams, all with the power of using Power Automate. All right, and now let's get to the good part, and let's go through the demo of the Teams Shift application. The first thing you need to do is you need to click the little three dots, and this is where you're going to locate the application. I already have it, actually my first application, but if you don't see it, you can just go ahead and search it. And if you still can't find it, then it's probably disabled within your admin center, and you just have to get your admin to go ahead and enable this application. Once you locate it, go ahead and click on it. And this is the schedule that I've been working on. So like I mentioned earlier, you can automate the creation of different schedules by using Power Automate. So I've been working on a flow. That's going to be a video coming up. So make sure you stay tuned for that one, because that one is going to be good. The first thing I want to show you is going to be how to look at all your schedules. So let's say you have the truckers of different locations. So you have East, West, and you want to create different schedules for each one. Then here's where you're going to see your schedules. You can see your active teams. You can see all. I don't have any archive. All my schedules are active, so that's the one I see. So it's the local on-call system. The local system's on-call rotation. And then if you want to create a new schedule for, let's say, another department, all you need to do is click at the bottom, create new schedule. But you won't be able to do it unless you create a Teams first. So I'm going to cancel out of this one, and I'm going to go to my chats. And if you come to channels, this is where you create a team. So all you need to do is click create team. And the first thing you're going to do is give it a name. So I'm going to do this one, YouTube demo, but you can call it, let's say, Trucker East, Trucker West, depending on for whose schedule this is going to be. I'm just going to call it YouTube demo. And you can create a little description, right? This is for the demo. You can set it as type as private or public, or only people in your organization to have access to it or automatically join. I'm going to leave mine by private, and you can always change this later. And now you're going to have to choose a first channel name. I'm going to leave mine as general, that's mostly the default, and go ahead and click create. I'm not going to be adding any for mine, so I'm just going to go ahead and click skip. In this part, I'm just showing you how to create a new schedule. Now let's go back to our shift application. If I click the little three lines and I hit new schedule, then I should be able to create a new schedule. So you see, before I didn't have this option. Now I have it for select a team schedule, and I can click create a new schedule, and I can see the YouTube demo team. You can click create. And make sure you select your time zone. I'm in Central Time, so I'm gonna leave as mine as is. Go ahead and click confirm, and it's going to create a schedule for you. So now, depending on how many schedules you have, you're going to select a team schedule to view. So I can switch and view my YouTube demo, which I have no shifts within here, but you can create different ones. And I'll show you how to create groups here. That next. So let's go back to my local system on call. Now we're going to start from the top down. So next thing I'm going to show you is the requests part. So people can come in here and create different requests. That can be your employees. So I can go ahead and come here and request a time off. You can set the start date, end date. If it's all day, you can just leave it checked. You can select the reason, and you can set these reasons, and I'll show you where to set them up here. You can set the total hours, and this is going to account for a certain amount of hours for vacation or time off. You can manage your balance here. You can offer to swap your schedule. So let's say I want to swap my shift. It gives you, when you click swap shifts, it gives you a schedule all your shifts that you have coming up. You can switch between days. and you can select the schedule. You can swap for another shift of one of your colleagues, and I can select another shift and I can send a request. You can add a note if you want. And so now it's pending approval from the person who you're going to be switching the shift with, right? And they're going to get a notification too saying, hey, someone's trying to swap shifts with you, right? So that you can do it in requests. Now, if you go to settings, you have a few settings here. So you can change your time zone. You can set the start of the week for your schedule. So I have it a Sunday, but you can set Monday or whenever your start of the week for your business is. Most likely Monday, but depends on if you're in retail, it might be different days. You can also allow people to copy shifts, activities. You also have an option for open shifts, so managers are able to create shifts and put them as open so people can go ahead and grab them and not assign to anybody. And you can allow them, like you saw earlier, right? I allowed them to swap shifts. You can also turn this off if you don't want it. You can offer your shifts, so you can offer your shift to another employee. You can take this option off if you want. And this is where you handle your time off balances. So let's say you want to enable one of these options, you can enable it, and then you can come at the bottom here and adjust your balances. You can also add more custom options if you want to, and then they'll have them on the drop down. Whenever they request time off, it'll appear on that drop down. Now, whenever you enable this time off and they request it, then it's going to keep balance of that, right? And if you don't want it, you can also turn this off. Now you have the time clock option for reporting, so you can turn it on and people can clock in and clock out. I'll show you that here in a bit. And they can also take breaks and all that stuff is pretty cool. Now you have the visibility part, so you can allow employees to see shifts in the past, or you can turn it off, which now if you turn it off, they won't be able to see their past shifts, which they don't need to unless for any specific reason they need to, right? You can also choose the amount of months that the employee can see past. And you can also allow employees to see why other people requested time off. You can turn this off if, so for privacy reasons, they don't need to know that. You can allow employees to see the shift notes, activities, and breaks included in all the employee shifts, but you can turn that off if you want to. So all of these options can be modified as you see fit. Cool. So let's go ahead and exit from here and let's go back to our schedule. In this next line, you have your dates, so you can look to different dates. You can see from the 9th, right, from the 10th, you can see the schedules coming up then, right? Today's the 2nd. You can move through the arrows. You can just see today, it'll reset to this week coming up. You can also clock in and clock out here. So it has a clock in, you can start a break. This is for your employees. You can export time report. You can also copy this schedule and paste it right for the next week. So if your schedule doesn't change, you can just copy the same schedule for the next week where you don't have anything scheduled, right? You can do all that within here. I'm gonna close this out, and you have this few options where you can view the share schedule. You can recall the share schedule in case you need to recall it and refresh it if you need to, right? You can create, let's go ahead and select my local systems on call. You can export this schedule, so you can export it, right? And it'll be exported into a CSV. So it's right there. You can open it and see. Actually, not a CSV, but an Excel file. So I'm going ahead and delete that. Let me get out of here. And you also have an option to import a schedule. So if you want to create a schedule, it can give you a format. So you can just download the template, which is going to be an Excel file. And if I open this, it's going to be a schedule you can use to create your schedule. So at the bottom here, if you see, you have the shifts, you have time off, and you just fill it up. And then you can upload this back into your calendar and it'll create the schedules for you. So after you fill it up, you can just click upload the file and it's going to create the schedules for you if you don't have an automation set up. Now let's go down, and you have the add group option. Adding the group is just adding different groups. So let's say you have different, for example, the schedule that I currently have, I have different teams in the help desk for rotation. So I have the IT service desk, application, IT infrastructure. So I can go ahead and create another group, right? I can rename this group. I can name it SAP team. I can go ahead and click save, and now I can add people to it. So I can add members. So if you click add members, these people are going to be from your directory. So you can add different people within your org to be in this team for the rotations. All right. You can also change the view of the calendar. So you can view it by day, you can view it by week, you can even view it by month, right? You can view it right there. The next part is you can print this. So you can print this schedule if you need to, and you can post it on the break room for people to see their schedule coming up for the next week. You can do that. You can scale it to one page, right, if you need to. And you can filter. You have different options to filter shifts. You can filter by active shifts, whatever has conflicts. As you see, some of mine have conflicts because I put myself on schedules on each team. So my schedule knows that I have conflicting schedules on the service desk, on applications, and IT infrastructure, because I have a shift for every team, which it's telling me, hey, you already have a shift. Are you sure? There's already one in each team. It might have a conflict. I can't attend to all of them at once. So you can filter by different options. You can filter by groups. So that's pretty cool. And you can change the view. So I can see my shifts. I can see my team shifts, the people. You can also select if you want to see the groups, right? Open shifts. If you don't want to see that. If you want to see shifts, conflicts, all that, you can take all those options if you don't want to see none of that. And lastly, I want to show you how to create a shift within the schedule here within the app, or delete a team. So if you need to create one, all you have to do is click on the box and you have the option to add shift, add time off. So if I'm an employee, I'm requesting time off, I can do it this way. So you can create a shift. You can just say whose shift is for. If it's an open shift, or an open shift is just going to be open and someone else can grab it. You can do so. This is where you'll go ahead and you create a shift and you just post it. So I'm going to discard these changes. If you need to delete a shift, you can just come here and click delete. And if you want to make it easier, what you can do is you can highlight the whole days here. You can highlight the whole schedule, and all you have to do is click on one of the boxes, the three little dots, and click delete, and it'll delete all your shifts. And there's one more step after you delete. You have to share it with the team. And what this is going to do is, if anybody has an assigned shift there, is going to notify them. But you can also choose not to notify anybody, and you can just share, and it's not going to notify. It's not going to send any notifications to teams to those people. All right. One more thing I want to show you is, if someone needs to give up their shift, I can move it to open, and this way someone else can come and grab my shift. So if I don't want to work this day, I can just put it as open. If someone wants to take my shift, they can go ahead and cover it. So that's pretty it. It's a pretty simple application. There's not a learning curve. The only thing is that there's a lot of manual work involved in it, but all this can be automated using Power Automate. In my next video, I'm working on the flow, and I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you the tech stack and how it works to create this schedules automatically, so you don't have to do this every week. So that's it. That's Microsoft Teams shifts for you. I hope that if you're looking for a scheduling platform, that you come across this video and you can evaluate to see if this is a good solution for your business. And if it is, and if you have any questions, contact us at localsystems.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions and walk you through anything in here for anything that you are wondering or you would like to know. But other than that, I hope that this video is able to help you make a decision. And if you're already paying for Microsoft 365, I hope that I can save you some money by showing you this application that is already included within your plan subscription, so you don't have to go and pay for anything else. Like I said, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe for more videos just like this. And once again, my name is Will. I really appreciate you for watching, like always, and I'll see you in the next one.